why they are popular music, why I call it the pops. So I don't see it. I think it's easy to look at other people and go, oh, look, their cultural tastes are just like mine, or even I'm the only one whose cultural tastes are different. But that's just because you can't see into the details of things. Like my mother. My mother loves to read trashy murder mystery novels because it's a low intellect thing she doesn't have to engage very hard on. The point is that yes, it's formulaic, but I don't think that
novels here.
yeah, exactly. Matter of trashy romance novels, whatever it is. But I don't think my point is I don't think that precedes any kind of observed cultural malaise. I think it's the other way around.
Are we streaming it?
Oh yeah, we've been streaming for a little while.
Or Karl and Adorno, I told you, make consistent comparisons between fascist Germany and the American film industry. Well, I mean that's literally true in a certain sense, right? Who was it? Who did that piece of German Nazi propaganda and also pioneered a whole bunch of modern?
Oh, I used to know
that?
his name, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
I should know. I don't know. I have a problem with critical theory because I think it's really easy to take an argument and elaborate on it and not actually say anything.
I see you
Critical
settled
theory
into
is
the
a school of
mind
thought practiced
dungeon
by the
quite
Frankfurt
well.
School theoreticians Marcuse, Adorno, Walter Benjamin, Erich Fromm, and Max Horkheimer.
Oh, I guess you wouldn't.
Horkheimer described a theory as critical insofar as it seeks to liberate human beings from the circumstances that enslave them. The product of modernism, critical theory is one of the major components of both modern and postmodern thought. Then what? What?
She will show you the rest.
That's one of those sentences.
I can't actually understand what you're saying, I'm afraid.
Critical theory. Hold on, let me get unnecessarily close to the microphone. Critical theory is it says, although a product of modernism and although many of the progenitors of critical theory were skeptical of postmodernism, critical theory is one of the major components of both modern and postmodern thought and is widely applied to the humanities and social sciences today. So either modernism and postmodernism are not in any meaningful way opposed to one another, or critical theory means nothing.
I think what they're trying to say there is that essentially let me just say postmodernism picks and chooses, and it has no consistency or anything, so it just takes whatever it wants.
I think that's reasonable. I think it's a reasonable approach.
So it's entirely possible for them to do that because postmodernism takes stuff from modernist tradition all the time, like Marxism, right? It picks that up and it takes what it wants, and then it leaves all the actually useful stuff.
My favorite game.
Yeah, so it's not, if it's not a consistent theory of analysis, because it has a perspective and it wants to push that perspective regardless of the contradictions that arise, then it's I don't know if this is what Jameson was talking about when he talked about postmodernism as the cultural logic of late capitalism, but that seems to make sense. It just has a perspective and it doesn't care about being consistent or liberating in any way. So if that's critical theory, it just wants to be critical and not actually say anything, then
that's certainly what it turns to in a lot of cases. Not all of them. I'm actually quite the fan of Marcuse.
Marcuse? I've never read. I read a little bit, tiny bit of Marcuse. I can't remember where, but I don't know. I once took a course. The only time in my, not to brag, my fairly extensive educational history. The only time I've ever directly encountered anybody talking about Karl Marx was in a graduate level English class I took about utopian literature, which was very interesting. I learned a lot about different perspectives on utopian literature, including the idea that, most people think of utopia as this, it's utopian, it'll never work. But from a literary standpoint, utopia is about getting people to think about possibilities of the future, which is great. But
I have a BA in anthropology, and despite Marx not even arguably just straight out being a key foundational part of the development of anthropology as a field, never brought up once.
Yeah. Well, I had a
Truly the postmodern neo-Marxist.
Post-Marxist neo-modern. Yeah, I know what you mean. During my time in this class, my professor, who had a doctorate of fine arts, I guess, was talking about to the other graduate students, hey, we're having a conference. Make sure you submit your paper for the conference journal. And I'm sitting here and I'm reading these articles that he's recommending in these books and things. So I'm sitting here going, how? Right? Like, I've submitted papers for scientific publication, and, you know, I had, like, math and a model, and there was something to say that was at least sort of objective about the world. How in the world do you have a scientific journal about English and theories in English? And, like, I don't mean to denigrate the fine arts or anything like that, but it just doesn't make any sense. You can't have peer review, right? You can't have anything like that. It's just, do you say a thing? Yes, let's publish you and give you a doctorate. Like, I don't get it. So.
I mean, I'm trying to think. I don't remember the entire process of peer review, but I'm sure you could peer review like an English lit sort of thing. Certainly not in an objective sense, but
yeah, you could maybe like validate the structure of the argument. I could see that, but like when I get peer reviewed, I take my paper and I submit it to, you know, a peer review group, which are usually free, unpaid postdocs who are tapped by a journal to do this, because if they don't, they won't publish their stuff. And then they look at it and they go, yeah, this seems reasonable, the data seem reasonable, and the argument seems reasonable, and I'm going to go back to my getting paid too little to do too much work. And then that's it. So I could see, like, there being a peer review process. I just don't see what point it has.
Yeah, I think that has to be connected to something else. Like, okay, peer review to determine whether or not this paper... no, that's just editing. Never mind.
Yeah, well, like plagiarism, I could see that, but I don't know. Speaking of plagiarism, I don't. Maybe there's a totally different process. I don't know. AMP. Oh, that's right. I remember this now.
Obtained AMP.
Obtained AMP. Speaking of plagiarism, the attempt to reduce plagiarism by utilizing anti-plagiarism AI bots it's ridiculous. Like, it clearly doesn't work, because those bots are trained on the patterns of things that people submitted to it. So and we all write in the same language when we're doing this. So and we all have patterns of writing that we use as sort of tools to describe certain things to certain people, because I don't have time to read a whole bunch of shit.
Oh, what's that?
Also, this level is stupid. Look at this.
Not only that, but you know how the problems that that these fucking AI have, where it's just like, did you write? Who wrote this? And you give it something that you wrote yourself, and it will just say, "I wrote this."
Yeah.
It's that meme.
Yeah, exactly. It's that meme. That's AI.
I don't even know why it does that. That's the weirdest fucking thing.
I once submitted a paper to a conference. And in a conference, you know, what you're supposed to do is you write a paper, you go to the conference gives you feedback, and then you incorporate that feedback into the paper, and then you submit it to a real journal for real publication, right? So I submitted to a conference, and the conference does what a conference does. It publishes it in its conference journal. And conference journals, everyone knows that conference journals are not real journals, because they're full of, pre-production stuff that, first drafts and stuff like that. So fine. So I submitted a journal for an article for publication in a real journal, and they come back and they say, this is great. This is exactly the kind of thing we want. We think it's interesting and new, and we want to publish it, but it shares too much in common with this other article that we found when we ran it through our machine. And they gave me the name of the article, and it was my article. From the conference journal. And I said, oh no, there must be some mistake. That was just in a conference journal. And they go, well, it still counts. So I didn't get published. Not in that journal anyway.
That's pretty incredible.
It's bullshit.
It is bullshit.
I mean, are you able to like cite yourself?
Well, I mean, it's literally the exact same article.
I know,
Yeah.
I know, but what I'm saying is just cite yourself on the article.
I mean, I didn't get hit for plagiarism. I got hit for this was published somewhere else. You know, so I don't publish it in multiple journals. Like, no, it wasn't. It was a conference journal. Like, what am I supposed to do? Not submit to conferences? That's how the process goes. So I was upset by that.
How long does it take to write a paper like that?
That one took about 18 months, which is quite a long time. But there were some, shall I say, organizational obstacles.
Yeah.
Your bosses were dumb.
Well, in that 18 months, I had about 6 different topics, and before I finally stuck to that one, or I suppose I should say was stuck to that one.
And what are the consequences for this paper, for you in particular, not ever actually getting published in a journal, but instead in a
Conference
Journals don't count.
well, yeah, they kind of don't count. I mean, I still listed on my CV because I spent all that time, and if this other journal is gonna say it's already published, well, then I'm gonna say it's already published. But yeah, it kind of doesn't count.
Right.
They look at it and like, oh, a conference journal? Pfft, who cares about that?
Yeah, sorta. That's what I
Yeah.
got told. Like, oh, conference journals, those aren't real journals. I'm like, but they said it's a real journal. They wouldn't publish it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's like, are you losing out on money or anything from being published in a proper journal?
I mean, if you are an academic, a full-time academic, then you want to get published because that's how you justify your existence to the school. So
Right.
hypothetically, you could, yes.
But that's not a concern for you so much.
Well, I'm not a full-time scientist. But if you, the whole point. My point is the whole process is borked.
Yeah.
Like, if that's the process, then there's no possible way for me ever to publish anything.
Yeah. It feels self-defeating.
I wonder why. At what time did sewers having green water get popularized?
I have no idea.
That kind of feels like one of those cartoon tropes that we just accept as true and don't think about it until it's pointed out.
We do
I
have
know
a,
they died the Chicago.
we do have a possible idea of who the first evil clown in fiction was.
Who's that?
Probably the Joker.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Interesting.
well, no, a mime and a clown are functionally different. What's it?
Only if you're French. I've been to an American circus, and
Harlequin. Harlequin, that's fine.
yeah.
So, I think the question is, have there been evil Harlequins in fiction before? Because
Well,
the Harlequin
Pennywise-
is significantly older than the clown, if I remember correctly.
Pennywise certainly postdates the Joker.
No.
And I'm not exact.
hold on. It says the most ancient clowns have been found in the 5th dynasty of Egypt around 2400 BC, distinct from court jesters.
You're talking about like the evil clown.
You're talking about villainous clowns or evil clowns, as the character archetype. Because I think clowns were not considered scary, mostly.
It says, unlike court jesters, clowns have traditionally served a social, religious, and psychological role, and traditionally the roles of priest and clown have been held by the same person.
What?
Oh, is that like a reference to, what is it, Carnival or whatever, or where they, there's the pauper who becomes king and all their nobles become his servants for a day?
But that's just a jester, isn't it?
I don't know. You're the anthropologist.
This is referencing the clown and archetypical self-journey from the Young Journal, Cultural and Psyche.
When you say Young, do you mean Carl Jung?
Yeah.
Oh, then that doesn't... I wouldn't care about what they have to say.
Yeah, this is... As much as I would like it to be the case that, priests historically were actually clowns, I don't think that's true.
Is it Super Science Friends, that YouTube animation that depicts Carl Jung as secretly obsessed with Sigmund Freud?
I don't remember.
Or was it the other way around? I can't remember.
I don't know.
That was a good series. I wish they made more of it.
You're talking about the one with like Marie Curie and Albert Einstein and Sigmund Freud.
The clone of Albert Einstein.
The clone of Albert Einstein.
Yeah, and
Nikola Tesla.
Tesla has electrical powers, and Marie Curie has radiation powers, and Einstein can run really fast because
he's got
something
super
relativity.
Speed because of relativity. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Darwin can shapeshift into animals.
Yeah, Freud can control people with his mind, kind of like Aquaman, and I can't remember her name. Yeah, Pupudi. Yeah, she's like
an
the first
ancient Babylonian
chemist,
basically.
Yeah, and she makes all sorts of potions and makes herself look appealing to people. It's great. It's a great series.
It was really a lot of fun.
Apparently, there's a comic associated with it too, which I would like to read. But it's very good. And then Winston Churchill and the Time Machine and Big Ben. It's great.
Yeah,
I fucking love
Winston Churchill is like the team's leader, and the what was it called? That World War II era German computer.
Oh yeah, the Z3
or whatever it was.
It is. Yeah, and fucking the Nazis.
Yeah.
The silly little Nazis. It's great.
So, rather than a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, you are fighting an elderly mutant turtle samurai.
Samurai tortoise.
Oh yeah, it looks like somewhere between a samurai and a kappa or something.
Samurai tortoise says so right there.
Well, okay, yes. I see it literally says samurai tortoise.
It's one of those postmodern things you just ignore the text. Who cares about what was literally written on the page?
Reading a manual? I don't want to do that.
Death of the book.
It's what?
Death of the text.
Death of the text. Yeah.
Beyond death of the author is the death of the text.
We all need to learn Braille. That's the only answer.
I was about to say I'm currently playing through Tunic, where reading the manual is very much an extremely important part of the game, even though it's written almost entirely in a fictional language.
Wait. Does that mean Paranoia is the perfect postmodern game?
Because you're not allowed to read the manual.
Yeah.
But somebody has to read the manual and understand what's going on.
You don't have to. Nobody has to read the manual. You could just fucking make up an RPG as you go along.
Yeah, you could, and then why call it paranoia? And now we're getting into the taxonomy of things. It's like paranoia has to be distinct from things which are not paranoia in some meaningful way, or you can't refer to it. So yeah, we could just Calvin Ball everything.
Don't worry, you got a fucking game over.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
this
that doesn't sound.
This version of the game is
paranoid.
harder, actually,
Ugh.
See.
which I don't
It
like.
doesn't sound paranoid enough.
I was gonna say this
Paranoid enough, yeah.
this level you're playing through reminds me of Contraption Zack, but worse. Which
Wait,
is,
so Kilroy, you're playing now?
What do
I
you
wasn't
mean
playing
now?
at all.
yeah,
Oh,
he's always been playing.
I played the first time. The first time we did this, I played. But this time he's been playing.
okay.
That's why I've been talking a lot. He hasn't
Yeah.
been talking a lot.
Yeah.
Kilroy's just been focusing on the
I'm-
game.
Wait, what are you doing actually focusing on this, Kilroy?
I don't
We do have to
know.
get through the
Yeeking
game.
out? Are you yeeking out?
Yicking.
I'm in the YIIK zone.
Don't besmirch this holy ritual by giving credence to the appropriate name of the series or the show or whatever the fuck we're
Kilroy,
doing. I'm not
Kilroy,
even
you
caring
need to
anymore.
change the stream name to In the YIIK Zone.
No, that had to require
No.
that'd require me tabbing out and shit.
This requires 1,000,000% of his concentration, to borrow a Dan Avidan phrase.
Open your eyes to the sign of
What I-
time and
Yeah,
time.
what I love about Rory is he attacks with a protest sign, and he is by far the shittiest character in terms of combat. He's like,
Lucky
they're
actor.
saying something, aren't they?
Who's Rory? That
The blonde one in the back, that guy.
oh, I didn't. Where the fuck did they come from?
Yeah, we got a new character.
He's been there. Yeah. Oh, there goes Alex.
I really like the new battle music though, actually.
The music has always been the strong part of this game, and this.
Yeah, I
music
actually
is
do
really
kind of
good.
like the game's music.
Wait, he's got 3 attacks each turn?
Yep.
Wow.
I guess this is like a boss enemy
Sort of.
or
It's like a mini boss.
mini boss. Yeah.
Assuming they kept the golden alpaca in.
No,
Who said no anchovies?
But
Damn.
he's got like a counter
So
ability or
close.
something?
Yeah, that's his only ability. Well, it won't let me
Can't flee, I guess.
I guess I'll go back to my last save and see if I can find a better path.
Oh,
So improvements about this game. 3D environments are better. The music is still good, maybe even better good. The menu's nice. It's a nice menu.
yeah, I do kind of like the. Yeah. There are certain
So
things
I
about the graphics that I like.
I started playing. Yeah, the art design isn't horrible. There's good and bad. I started playing Earthbound.
the increased amount of voicing or anything?
I think a little bit. They added Jocasta and a couple of other people, and like this crow dude. And they changed some of the scenes around so far, and added some new scenes. Yeah, but I started playing Earthbound, and I'm only about 5 minutes into it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I see where it gets it.
Yeah, except Earthbound does it good. Also, don't play Earthbound without me. We gotta do that together.
Oh.
In fact,
Okay, then I'll stop.
Oh.
I'm only about 5 minutes in.
we could just do that instead if you really want.
Wait, that's a perfect postmodern thing. Halfway through, you just stop the game and play something else.
Yeah,
Play a
yeah.
different game.
Let's just fucking do that. Why not? You know what?
You were the one who was like, when are you going to be available? I want to play YIIK. And like, okay.
I'm a man of many complexities. Okay.
You were
Not a
just
bunch of
like
bullshit.
just like a couple hour, like an hour or two ago. You were like, "No, we're playing YIIK."
Yeah, I'm a man of many complexities. I can decide that I'm a fucking hypocrite and don't care.
You know what? It's your
Maximum
fucking stream.
bullshit.
I don't care.
Fucking boot up, Josh. Just fucking boot up Earthbound and then fucking stream it to the Discord and we'll fucking redo this
I would
shit.
take that's on my other computer.
Oh,
I have to set it up.
Take you the stream.
I'd have to like, all right, let me hook some cables up.
I mean, we could take a couple minutes to do that if you want.
Wait. You went through that too fast. You couldn't see what it had to say.
Edgar, we talked about this. Isn't it Degas? It's an artist. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Because the Ninja Turtles are named after artists. That's right.
But they're named after like Renaissance artists.
Yeah.
So why is it that Michael has 25 health, Villa has 22, and then Alex has freaking 73?
He's got a really good card.
Well, it also doesn't make any narrative sense. Card.
You want to say my point is that I think that's redundant.
Well, Carta is, the card thing. Whether or not it's actually a card, I don't know. I guess. Don't get involved in the logic of this game, okay? It's not important.
Also,
if we start taking the game at its...
Didn't you do a bunch of damage to the Samurai Tortoise, but still 93 health?
Well, it did 17 damage, which is a lot for this game.
Yeah, they did 14 and then 10 and then 9.
Let me see if... I don't think I can do streaming on my current computer.
I don't understand how the health system works here.
I mean,
I barely understand it and I'm playing it.
Nice script there. Whatever it's called.
I want to listen to this music.
The full album's available on Bandcamp.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, the full new OST, old OST, everything.
Andrew Wallinson?
I think so.
Andrew Allinson. It's all shoved together in the Andrew Allinson, YIIK title screen, final name your friends. What is this called? Wilhelm Battle? No. Breakaway. Battle against Fellow Wild? No. The fucking soundtrack is just giving away spoilers here.
Yeah.
I think you got in the bag. Nice.
Yep.
Okay.
So, do your character heal or...
No. No. I gotta fucking trudge my way out of the fucking dungeon.
Yeah. So is Alex still, quote, dead?
No.
Or lost his, did he lose all his HP during that fight?
They come back at, 1 HP.
I see.
Yeah. YIIK IV original...
Why do they put you through the climbing animation?
I don't know.
Why do they put you through anything in the game? You might as well say, why do they put you through the game? There's no game.
They make you do... Oh my gosh.
I think it's because I saved and reloaded. But, yeah. Great game design, guys.
Animation, look.
Oh, hell yeah.
Just what I wanted. Basically a loading screen every time I go up a ladder.
I'm listening to this track.
What a thrill. What a thrill.
Yeah. God damn, this is good music.
Yeah, way too good music for this game.
I'll put it in the Discord chat.
You should give up being a fucking game designer and just be a musician.
They should, actually. It'd be great.
Wasn't Theme basically made by one person?
Two people.
It's made primarily by two brothers.
I see.
Let's check the main dungeon if we can level up.
I guess I'll put it in the dwarf game chat.
What if this entire game is used in order to sell their music?
That seems highly
unlikely. It's doing a very poor job of that, I think.
Also, the music would be featured more, or at least the good music would be featured more heavily.
I'm trying to find exactly what... Samurai Tortoise music. Discogs, no.
At least they have a dash button.
That is
Little
good.
encounter set, yeah.
Dash button is always appreciated. I've been playing so much My Summer Car. Every time you dash like that, I'm like, be careful, you're gonna increase your thirst meter. Oh, wait a minute.
God, that would be the worst in this fucking game. Beer in that game.
Huh?
In this
What'd you say?
game, it would be. He asked what? Thirst for what?
Just
The
for
answer
beer.
is-
You can drink
Yeah.
water like a boring person.
No, why would you?
Or beer, or kill you.
Let's try this.
All
guy.
right.
Or
Rimrin. Gotcha.
Yeah, Rembrandt, yeah. You get it.
ah.
I think that's the one.
That one angle makes his sword look like it's about 20 miles long.
Just like an anime protagonist.
Yeah. Also, is the choppiness of the video the game, or is it just like the streaming right now?
Probably a combination of the two.
Like, yeah, probably. Both.
Probably both. Okay. I mean, I know that the game's, you can kind of tell that the game's animations are deliberately kind of choppy, but I mean, like, beyond that. Oh, you're
This guy
cutting
hits
wreck.
just so fucking hard.
Jesus.
Oh,
Yeah,
also,
it's
your
got, like, half
main
your remaining health.
character has like vulnerability or something.
Yeah, I think that's part of what's going on.
Well, it has resistance.
Punch him in the nuts.
You can give Rory the health item. If you can give Rory that health item, I think that he could clean the he resists
There we go.
and he does
Yeah, there.
extra damage.
Yeah.
Rory with the type advantage.
Alright. Genius. Oh no, that's the original YIIK soundtrack. Is this the new YIIK soundtrack?
Whatever the
No,
most
it's not.
recent one is, should.
Well, I gotta look up lyrics now, because there's just no... There's just nothing. It's nothing. Okay, YIIK Studios. Nameless Psychosis. Why do I know that?
That's the demo. That's the name of the demo that we played.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We played that. Alright, well, let's see. Factory Hotel, Sell My Heart for $1. Is that the one? Come on, some people are obsessed with this game. Give me something to work with. Alright, I found the original soundtrack, and here's the new one on Bandcamp. One of these songs is called Jocasta Complex.
Yeah. Again, we get the reference, guys.
Yeah, we got it. How to vex your enemies. Oh, it's that one. I know that one. God damn. Fix my self-hatred with a haircut. God, that's such a banger. Damn. Track 9. Factory Hotel First Time, parentheses, prostitution of the soul.
Am I about to hear you listening to the YIIK soundtrack in your car for like the next couple of weeks, Josh?
You might. It's a good fucking soundtrack.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to that. I do kind of like this game's music.
Adolescent monstrosity samurai turbo.
Yeah, we get it. Okay.
Oh, this guy's got a lot of health. I guess this is the tank. That's a lot.
I didn't know what his name was.
Yeah, I think that the second one, the first one that you killed was like some sort of rogue. The next one, the DPS, and then this one's the tank. If I had to guess. Holy shit, 38 damage.
I was about to say this enemy doesn't seem to be doing as much damage to you, but never mind.
He did a 38 damage crit that got blocked or whatever. 30 damage right there.
But I guess I'm not super familiar with the... kind of trying to pick up the mechanics as I go along, and it's difficult. Because I'm not the one playing.
Track 37, Dream 3, your dad kisses your android girlfriend. Track 46, what's that smell? Oh, come on. Track 50 versus Beelzebub. That's a Tenacious D reference.
Yes.
How dare you?
Who exactly is Rory?
He reported his sister missing on autism. And then we went to go visit him.
That must have been after I left last week. I saw someone reporting the sister missing on autism. I don't think I actually met this Rory guy.
Why is he like getting summoned or whatever?
Because he's a party member and there's a max frontage of 3.
But he doesn't automatically come out?
I mean, I could rotate him into the front row if I wanted to.
But it's not like those 3 people you have out on the front during combat are the only ones you can have.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Like when one party member loses all their HP, another one can rotate in?
Correct.
Okay.
Maybe I just have to buy this entire soundtrack and listen to it to figure out what song it is.
That's the spirit.
It's... how much is it? $12. That's pretty good.
Oh, that's a decent price.
For like 100 songs. So
wait, hold on. Let's look at those faces for a second here.
Oh yeah. Alex Engie.
Or he's just trying to look badass and failing miserably.
That's pretty common for Alex. Heal.
Oh, is that voice literally saying heal in the background?
Yes.
Yeah.
We
gotta go through each one of these fucking keys one at a time.
I mean, that's not particularly rare for games.
Except there's just no fucking point for it.
There is a lot of decide to leave and then come back later.
A lot of RPGs have really shitty, tedious item management systems.
Whoa.
He's doing the pose. He's doing the pose.
So wrong.
Oh, he is doing the pose.
Wrong.
Can't you see her too? That's my sister. That's Carrie. Oh shit! It's an entity! We need to get the hell out of here!
Okay, so Persona, right?
No. Technically. Technically, no.
Word of the author, no.
We need to remain calm. We need to try and talk to him.
Couldn't even have, like,
Carrie,
rudimentary shitty
Carrie,
lip flaps here.
I brought some friends. This is Alex, Michael, and Bella.
Posing all the
They're gonna
models.
help us.
The
Rory,
models probably aren't
that isn't
designed
your
with lip
sister.
flaps.
It's
Shut up.
Or at
It's
least
Carrie.
one's functional enough to convey
Can't
dialogue.
you feel it? It's so familiar. I can prove it. She understands what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking. I've never been this close to anyone. Trust me, it's her.
Rory. That's not Carrie. Rory. That's you.
Can we discuss that that's basically one of the most ridiculous pieces of dialogue in the whole game?
There are many of those.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
Who voices him?
A
That
YouTuber.
sounds
That's your
similar
soul
to.
I
Your
believe
spirit,
he goes by
consciousness.
his channel name is
How can
Yuri
that
of the
be?
Wind
I'm
or
right
something like
here.
that.
Okay. I thought it
What the
was
hell is
the
going on?
voice
You
of
need to
somebody in
explain this.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Rory,
No.
what really happened
The English
to your
version.
sister?
Andrew
It
Fayette.
doesn't add up. Let me hear the truth. Rory, please. I'm here to help you. Did your sister really vanish?
She went to Wendy's.
She jumped off the overpass.
His face there.
Rory, that's terrible. Why did she do it?
Not the
What
greatest
kind of
question to
question
ask
is that?
there.
It was those bastards at school.
But what kind of
These
question is
shitty
that?
girls always ragging on her, going out of their way to make her feel bad, picking on her for being my sister. Ugh! This is all my fault. It's all because of me, because of what I'm like. You know?
How did you find this place, Rory? When did you first see your soul survivor?
It was 2
Soul
weeks after she
survivor.
died. I found her things.
A joke
I
we've
came
made
down
many
there thinking
times.
She fell down, or something.
Still good.
I don't know. And then
Still
I just like
yicking.
saying it. I just like saying it.
thought about
Straight
dying, too.
yicking.
I
Get a
wanted
little
to die.
Dio in here.
I needed to get away from this world.
Holy
I needed to
diver.
find her.
Yeah.
But you knew she was dead. didn't
Soul
you?
Survivor, you've been playing too long of the shitty game.
It's okay. You can tell me.
Don't you see
I'm
what
not
I
judging
mean? It's like,
anything
I'm not
you
sure.
say here.
Fucking
Tell me
Dio,
all
I'm
of
not
it.
sure, actually.
I surrendered myself to the ether,
I don't know.
to the realm outside of this one. You know what I'm talking about. Don't you?
I
Oh,
do.
big reveal.
Go on. What happened when you
Yeah,
left
but
your
also,
house?
how does Rory know that?
Far.
I
separated
don't.
from my physical
Fuck.
form and I saw my
If it's from Michael, I would get it,
but you said
knowing what I know now about Michael. But
Rory, it doesn't make any sense, actually,
I
that
was
he
so
knows that.
No.
close. I was so far away.
Is he
And
the?
I saw it. The soul survivor. The entity.
What's the in Ben 10, the giant alien?
I don't
Oh, I
know, I
don't
never
know.
watched Ben
Rory.
10.
No
that
fucking
was
idea.
that was not my jam at the
You
time.
left your body when you surrendered yourself to your misery. You abandoned this physical form. And your soul.
If you want
was
to travel
about
sick
to
alternate
soul
dimensions, just get
space.
incredible
But
depression.
what you saw was not your sister. That soul over there is not hers. It is yours. I've traveled the
Sort
soul
of.
space, and I understand.
Yeah,
what I
that's
am
a bit of
seeing
an
when I look at the entities.
Simplification there,
I
fella.
see the marks of your soul, and I can tell you that that is another you. Somewhere out there in the soul space, this you left his world and stumbled on yours. That's you from another plane. It's likely it was experiencing the same suffering as you.
What? I don't understand.
Fella, can you please explain what's going on here?
Pain is inevitable.
No.
No, she's never going to. Not
No.
really.
I
Not really.
understand what
Not in
you're
any way that's
feeling.
satisfying.
This depression is
the-
unbearable.
the answer
I
is
can't take it
Persona.
anymore. The depression pain part is
No.
an unavoidable reality.
Talking about young.
But whether or not you can overcome it is up to you. You decide. if you're going to keep going.
In this cosmology, you can get so sad that your soul leaves your body and travels through different dimensions.
Dangerous. And if you're
Yeah.
not careful, you'll end up like him.
So
And
if
it's
the
just
soul
not really
exists-
elaborated upon.
But you can
Well,
get
here's
through
the
suffering.
thing, right? If the soul
That will
exists,
go away.
who's to say that
I know
it
it's
exists
easy
in
for
a
me to
single
say.
dimension anyway?
I'm not the one whose sister is
You
dead.
might just be
But you have to
manifesting more in
understand that I
one
am telling
particular
you the
dimension
true
when it exists
reality of
across
the
all of them.
situation.
Good job,
Yeah,
Damon. You've
Playing
kind of
some
predicted the plot.
otherworldly dangers here.
Yes.
Maybe the soul is made of sour cream. Who knows?
Oh my god, they're vibrating.
Exactly.
Is that...
It's all this is made up.
Damn it!
It only has internal logic that it needs to adhere to. It doesn't even do that.
What is all this about?
I think it's a golden alpaca. Damn it, we need to run!
A golden alpaca? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we've
Yeah.
met him before.
Oh yeah, he's a dude. There he is.
Okay.
He's basically a Modron enforcing the law of the cosmos.
Nice.
No, but he like, unless they change something, he shows
What is
cute,
with his
and
shoes?
Why is he wearing goofy ass sneakers?
Yeah.
he also seems to be wearing tights.
Well, yes,
Yeah, but whatever.
Those are
It- it's-
shorts under tight. I don't
the
know.
the tights are more. Is congruous a word with his appearance?
I said it's just sold.
Full death.
So go to a different reality. Who's laughing in the?
Alex.
Oh no, he's soul dead.
Or is he?
I don't fucking know. I'm not the one who's played this
What
game.
the fuck is carrying him?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
What the actual fuck is happening right now?
I don't know, but it's got banger music.
Ooh,
It does.
Yeah, the music's great.
I unironically like this music.
This
What the fuck is wrong with his mouth?
disgusting. And it is also disappointing.
Oh no, Alex is just there
Reality
again.
After reality, I
Yeah.
find a similar scenario.
You said that already.
Playing a game they don't understand.
He's calling you a child, Kilroy.
You said that
I have
already.
Time and time again, I will remove your illicit presences. Starting
Why?
with you. The parallel one. Interesting.
The
You shouldn't be
parallel
here
one.
either, chance traveler.
Yeah, 'cause there's two of 'em.
You, stitched into reality's fabric for dramatic effect. Playing
I think this is new.
childhood mate. You don't belong. Perhaps the similarities between this scenario and the others are only surface level. Soul traveler, I sentence you to soul death. You will reside in
Does
this
he
reality
say that every
no
time?
more.
It's like his thing.
Yeah, that's like his thing. Anyway, so he killed the boss of the dungeon.
After killing
Oh, yeah.
you but not killing you.
Yeah.
Maybe it's.
So what
I know-
happens when this thing dies to the Larry? Was that his name?
The golden
Rory?
alpaca?
No. The guy who has the counter ability,
Rory.
Rory.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So now that his now that his
And now
soul
you.
thing.
How will you justify your continued existence?
The problem is, Demon, none of this makes any sense.
Great.
Like this bit, like, oh, it's confusing now, but it'll get explained later, right? No. Unless they changed a lot more about the ending of this game than I am expecting.
This isn't where you belong,
Oh.
girl.
So he doesn't even have a health pool.
No, we just haven't gotten to it yet.
Yeah, you don't hit his health until you get rid of his, You see the things in front of him?
Hardcore.
Yeah, now they're gone. Yeah, I don't understand why the soul survivors look like this, but a soul survivor is somebody who left their dimension and went into the soul space, but Vela is also one of those people, and so is Michael. So, and maybe, I think, and also technically so is Alex, but I don't know why they look that way and others don't look that way, and this guy doesn't like the soul survivors, but he's partnered with some, and it doesn't matter. None of it makes sense.
Oh, there's his hit points. Well, that's not good.
200. Yeah, well, you did. You took off one
Are
hit.
you just you were under leveled or something?
Or is this like
No.
is this a fight you're not supposed to be able to win?
We're definitely.
I think you beat it in
the original.
Yeah,
one.
you can beat it in the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the original, exactly.
Can versus should is the question.
Well, it's a question of what did they change? Did they change this, or we just something happened? What's going on? I don't know.
Or do you just need to get good?
That's a slow animation.
Yeah.
Jeez, listen to that music. It's fucking killer. I gotta be honest.
It is.
I'm jamming.
It's great. Andrew, Allen, whatever your name is.
So I could go without the random moans.
Well, that's the game part. The game is bad. The music and some of the art is quite good.
I think the music had moans.
I'm dead.
Did it? Well, that's a theremin. Or it's meant to sound like a theremin.
Check out my sickness. Be gone, reality breaker.
Be gone, reality breaker.
Check out my sickness.
Wow.
Be gone, reality breaker. Be gone, reality breaker.
Yeah, if you just heal Rory up, you should be able to take this fight, I think.
Healing. You can do that in this
Be gone,
game,
reality
technically.
breaker.
Yeah, you got bandages and stuff. He takes 2 damage and then he does 12 damage in response.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Yeah, it's just there's not, as I recall, there's not like a healer. You kind of have to rely on items, which is sort of a pain in the ass.
yeah.
Also, I don't really get the whole like Carta thing as like a defense thing. If it's just pretty much, it buys you like 1 or maybe 2 extra turns, and they don't seem to like regenerate. And there's no mechanic of like choosing between cool abilities and having these Cartas to defend you, which would be kind of a neat like layer.
Oh, only took 11
Gone,
damage.
reality breaker.
Wow. 27% life. What a bullshit amount of life to get back.
I know. Oh yeah, you're right. There is moaning.
Breaker.
I I guess this combat system is technically better than the quick-time events of the old combat system.
Yeah, but it's still broken as fuck for reasons I'll get into when I lose.
Rory seems to be taking damage every turn for some reason.
Because he's bleeding even though he shouldn't be.
Yeah, he has Karta,
you,
doesn't he?
You used gauze on him, didn't you?
Yes, I did, but he was continuing to bleed. So...
Looks like you do actually have to beat him.
Yeah.
Yes. Want me to try again, or...?
I mean...
Move on to doing something different.
With our lives?
Or at least for the night.
You know, make a hard right turn.
Yeah.
Go off into the woods, abandon society.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't want to keep playing anymore, then I guess we're done. I understand.
Yeah.
The game takes a lot out of you.
So, okay, I'm just gonna go to the menu. Or rather... No, that's not what I meant to do. Fucking stupid UI. Right, so the problem is that there's aspects of the combat system that seem to be glitched out. So for example, Rory was healed to stop bleeding, but he just kept bleeding anyway. Lots of the times the damage numbers that show up don't match with the actual amount of damage dealt. To the point where the Karta system were breaking through the Karta was sort of the whole combat, and you know, eating through the hit points was sort of the secondary. Was actually sort of the secondary pool of health, to the hit points being the primary pool and the Karta being secondary. And the problem with the Karta being secondary is that then using them for these abilities, like fully restore life of all allies, like, okay, when the fuck is this going to be useful, you know, halfway through the battle, when it's inevitably fucking broken. Right, so, and secondly, and additionally, right, because PP is the shared resource, it means I can't use only maybe one character's special ability per round. So there's no fucking interplay with the fucking special abilities. It's all basically basic attacks and items.
LP toss!
Well, at least we've got the 6 details here.
Yeah, but listen to it for like 45 straight minutes.
Well, not that long.
He's got 300 health in 2.
Just about.
Also, the combat's super random.
The combat is random?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, how damage values get calculated is pretty random. Like, Bella there got taken out way faster than she did in the first fight.
Got it.
I mean, there's nothing particularly special about that, but...
Oh, why is my CPU so hot?
Didn't you say you just got a new CPU cooler or something?
Yeah, I mean, I needed this new CPU. The one I bought, my case is very small, so it has height limitation. So the one I bought was supposed to be a better cooler within this height limitation, but it was impinging on my RAM. So I had to buy one that didn't overhang. And so I bought a shorter one, or a narrower one, I guess. And it's just not quite as good, I think. So I bought some extra case fans. I'm gonna see what I can do with them.
So actually, I'm wondering if this is any way similar to Paper Mario, if they had PowerPoints and stuff like that, and you'd use different stars and whatnot in order to restore them, etc., etc.
I mean, there's
maybe one character is supposed to be using stuff that restores stars, or sorry, restores power points, and then the others are supposed to be using abilities.
Right, like there, I started bleeding before my Cardo was even broken, and I have no idea why.
It might be because he got stabbed or whatever beforehand.
Well, that's supposed
He might just be weaker in this fight.
Now I've lost the fight.
Yeah.
You didn't get nearly as far on his HP as you did the first time around.
Yeah.
Isn't that how it always is?
A testament to how random it is.
Although Alex still nearly at full health. Oh, never mind.
And there's no option to exit the fight.
You know, if you gave... I don't understand why it is that the main character has a weakness to fucking every last big ball that comes his way.
Well, Alex sucks, so it's not entirely wrong.
Can you give Rory the item that gives Alex high health?
Maybe.
If you can, I think that this becomes significantly more easy. Because remember, the healing items are based on percentage, right?
Yeah.
So if your tank with a counter ability is able to restore 40 health with one hamburger, and therefore have effectively nearly over 100 health, probably. Then
I think I'm done for tonight, though.
Fair enough.
Anyway, any parting words for the YIIK stream?
Don't play this game.
Good words to live
Buy
by.
the soundtrack, but don't play the game.
Buy the soundtrack, yeah.
Words to live by. Next time, Earthbound.
God willing.
God willing. Ending broadcast.